the SEC amendment, the big news everybody bid onto was the fact that they required quicker turnaround and mandatory reporting um, for any kind of breach of data. And actually, it's a little bit fuzzy because they actually don't say breach of data; they say security incident, I believe, is the term they use. And so that's why the most recent CrowdStrike became a potentially an SEC reportable incident, even though it had nothing to do with cybersecurity whatsoever. It was an availability issue. So, that's the big deal that everybody globbed onto. But, as I mentioned before, there's a lot more requirement for for oversight of enterprise risk programs by the boards. There's a lot more like pointed watching and oversight of what you're saying your cybersecurity program is on your 10K when you do the filing. In fact, one of the things I did at the last company was I got the 10K statement in and I went, yeah, no, they were using all kinds of adjectives throughout the entire description of the cybersecurity. We have a robust program. We have a this, we have a that. And I said, no, 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 you misunderstand. Adjectives are not allowed in an SEC description of your cybersecurity program, period. End of story. So remove all the adjectives and then we're okay. We have a program. That's sufficient. You don't need to say, and you shouldn't say, we have a robust program. So those kinds of things are, I think, in my opinion, the SEC, prior to current administration, we don't know what's going to happen now, but it was them looking for poster children, CISOs, that they could kind of flip and get them to turn on their company and report issues, because they could then pay the CISO part of the fine, because CISO is never going to work again if they report something like that, and so they could get financed basically by the SEC, and the SEC gets to go after the company for a big fine. So it's some weird stuff there. NYDFS, that's a whole different thing, but similar in its strictness for reporting.